Hi, my name is Tomomi Gariano, a certified Zentangle teacher. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is day 6 of Inktober 2025. Today's tangle is Aurivox by Stephanie Jennifer Susie T. She's the one who's putting together the list of Inktober tangles that I'm using. Let me show you. So the list looks like this: Inktober tangles 2025. And today's tangle is day 6, this one, and the link to this list is on my show note. And this is a clickable link, so if you go to the website, this website, you can look at the step out, or you can just tangle with me. So today's tangle, let me grab my piece of paper. Here we go. It kind of looks like fox, and then when I look at her website, the name, tangle name, Aurivox, aurum, A-U-R-U-M, is a Latin word for gold, and vox is voice, so it's a gold voice, and also vox sounds like a fox, so it looks like a fox. And so let's follow the step out first, as usual. So you have this sort of shape, and you add V, and you add another V at the end. This kind of reminds me of which one was that, day 3? This tangle, kind of started with a very similar shape, male beater, and so have this shape, and you add a little black triangle, and you're gonna connect. You're gonna have a line like this, and you create rice shape or almond shape, and you have another triangles here, and you put an eye, and it looks like a fox. Sorry, I had to go blow my nose. So anyway, so this kind of looks like a fox, and you may or may not like this kind of tangle. It kind of almost like a drawing, because Zentangle is non-representational shape, so you may have a hard time with something like this, but I think to make this more Zentangle like concept, what I notice as I tangle is, so you create this shape, and then you create, I think the next step is this V shape, and the name is Aurivox, which also makes you think about aura. So you're essentially auraing this shape. So these are aura, and then you aura this corner and add a triangle, and even here, instead of just adding random triangle, you aura, and this is more or less free hand drawing, I think. Don't think this is auraing anything, but anyways, you add this sort of rice grain like shape. So think this as a practice of aura, and this is more like a Zentangle like idea, instead of trying to draw a fox. So with this tile that I tinted for Inktober, how should I approach this? I can put one big one, or I can do, what Stephanie shows in her sample, more like a border or ribbon. I think this is a really cute tangle to squeeze in between and hide a little fox inside your drawing, but since I'm doing monotangle each day. Well, try to do monotangle. Sometimes I add a little embellishment or add different tangles to it, but let's see. Maybe put one in the middle. Maybe put one here with a, I'll just put one big one with a lower angle to see where this takes me. You know, sometimes you just have to start. Don't overthink. And I think I'm going to extend this a little bit. And you add V shape. And you add aura to this. And aura. And you're gonna ink in, but I'll just leave it for now, leave as it is for now. And aura to create triangle, aura to create triangle, and then you have this line to create eyes. I think depending on how you draw this line, I think the facial expression of this fox will be different. This kind of sort of look like a mask to me. But from here, since I'm gonna ink in this, since we've been auraing, what I can do is I could definitely put another one here or another one somewhere here, but you know what? I think I'm gonna aura. Maria always said, when in doubt, aura. So I'll put aura here, and I could put another one here, but I think I'm gonna make this into a triangle. And aura this line. Create another triangle. Aura this. Create another triangle. You probably know where I'm going at this point. This is another tangle. It's a Zentangle official Tangle Tripoli. And this one is all about auraing the existing line and create another triangle. So see, you never know what's gonna happen once you start tangling. So I'm gonna continue with Tripoli. And maybe perhaps as I tangle there may be some opportunity appears, or maybe my pen will take me somewhere. Like here, I think it might be interesting to add another Aurivox here. Put aura and triangle. So around here is where fox ears are, and put an eye. See, you never know what happens. So I could put another Aurivox here, but well, let's continue with Tripoli. This is the fun part of putting pen to paper. You just see opportunity as you tangle. You don't know until you do it. Sometimes, you know, you can just mull things over in your head and you have a really nice idea, but I think it's always fun to just start tangling. You know, don't overthink. Just start putting something on a paper and your pen will take you to unexpected places that you wouldn't think in your head. So like here I can put another Aurivox. So this is the face. I think my line goes like this. Oh, I'm starting to like this. I wasn't sure when I started what to do with this tangle because I felt like, oh, am I gonna end up drawing a fox faces? But now this looks or feels more or less like part of the tangle, part of Zentangle concept. So anyways, I am so grateful that the Stephanie is putting together this Inktober list faithfully every year, each year. And I don't quite know for sure what year that she started, but I became certified Zentangle teacher in 2017. Yeah, 2017. And as long as I remember, I think this list that was put together by her was there. I may be wrong, or maybe it was a little after I became a certified Zentangle teacher, CZT. But she's been putting together several years, and I've participated for last I don't know, 4 or 5 years. I think I'm gonna do something to my triply. Yeah, in last 2 years, 2023 and 2024, I created daily videos, and each year I do something different. Some years I do work on a bigger piece, adding tangle each day. I think last year I did it on I'm trying to remember. I did it on a regular white tile, white square tile, using a letter Inktober, Inktober, as string, and I tangle each day. So that was fun too. And anyways, this is an opportunity to put your pen to paper every day. So thank you, Stephanie, for putting together this list, and thank you, Jake Parker, for starting this Inktober concept. So I got to meet Stephanie last year. If you watched my video for yesterday for Starlight by Nina from Germany, I met Stephanie and Nina in the same week when I was in Singapore for an Zentangle event. So it's nice to have a personal connection with the artist who created the tangle. It makes the tangle a little more special and memorable. And as you do this Inktober challenge, you're gonna find a tangle that you're like, ooh, I love this, and you're gonna find a tangle that goes I'm not so sure about this. That's okay. You don't have to love every tangle. Some tangles speaks to you. Some tangles are maybe not your cup of tea. But that's why it's really nice to participate in challenge like this. It pushes you. Like if I am choosing a tangle each day based on my taste, I think I choose certain types of tangles. I mean, I love organics, definitely these are fun, but I love a little more structured tangles. Like I'm a big fan of Tomas from Spain. He created this amazingly complex, beautiful tangles that are just magical, but they're a little complicated, and it's something you kind of have to think each step, but it helps me to focus. It helps me to be present. So I love structured magical tangles. Organic tangles are more or less intuitive, but I feel a lot of them are closer to drawing than tangling. So I love the tangles that are more of a pattern, less of a drawing, if that makes sense to you. So anyways, back to what I was saying. Doing a challenge like Inktober, Gravity Tangle, what else? Advent Tangles. I don't remember if there's anything in January, but in February, you have Valent Tangle, and I'm sure there's a lot in between. And June, we have 2U Tangles, and there's something in the summer tangles. I can't remember, I'm sorry, but there's a lot of challenges like this that you can participate, and you don't have to do it every day. But instead of pick and choose what you like, which is really fun to do, but just challenge yourself and do what's given to you by somebody on that day. That really pushes your practice and helps you to grow as an artist. So when I started this tangle Aurivox, I wasn't quite sure, but now with the addition of Turipuri, because I start putting pen to paper, I start seeing this as an aura, a repetition of aura. I naturally transitioned to Turipuri and ended up having this beautiful piece that this fox face Aurivox is tucked inside, even though I started this Aurivox as a centerpiece. Now it's a part of bigger composition, blending so nicely well with Turipuri. And I'm gonna add a little more brightness to this, bringing in my white, and I'm adding little highlight to fox nose, and maybe just a little bit of white here and there. And final touch, bring out the lines that's starting to disappear because of the white charcoal, and maybe extend this line a little bit. Okay, so this is Aurivox. Thank you for tangling with me. Thank you for watching my YouTube video, and I will see you tomorrow for day 7. Bye now.